15 wins by way of knockout. He is currently ranked the #9 bantamweight contender in the world by the WBC. Please welcome to the ring, Dio Andujar. And his opponent across the ring. On my right, fighting out of the blue corner, is the defending world champion. He enters the ring wearing blue trunks with red trim, fighting out of Ciudad Hidalgo, Chiapas, Mexico. He weighed in the same weight, 118 pounds. His record includes 33 victories, 10 losses, and 2 draws, with 19 wins by way of knockout. Tonight he is making his 4th defense of his title. Welcome, the WBC Bantamweight Champion of the World, Victor Lacandon Rabanales. Once again, the referee in charge now to give instructions, Rudy Ortega.
The Chief Steward. Okay. I've already given you instructions in the dressing room. I'm going to hold you, and you're responsible in regards to your fighters. Do you have any questions? Do not violate the rules. When it's worth it.
All right, Rudy Ortega finishes his instructions. The 10-point must system, 3 knockdown rule not in effect. Mandatory 8 count, saved by the bell only in the last round. The referee and or the doctor can stop the fight. Those are the rules that govern the WBC championship. Andujar's an inch taller than Rabanales. They both are at the bantamweight limit of 118. Andujar is 6 years younger than the champion and has 1-inch pull in the reach department. 2 tough guys. This one is scheduled for 12, and I know that's an overworked cliche to say that a fighter is tough. You can't be timid when you climb into the squared circle. But these are 2 guys that'll give you everything they've got for as long as they can take a punch, rugged, and they're going to be after each other, I would think. And I think, Ruben, you'll agree, from the opening bell, it starts out like it's going to be a busy first round.
Well, you know, we talked about styles all the time, and these 2 guys have the perfect style for each other. They complement each other. They both come at you. They're both tough, and they both can punch.
Andujar is only 24, but he's had a long fight career as he sticks that jab out, and Rabanales throws an overhand right. He's 39, 11-2 with 15 knockouts. The champion, 33-10-2 with 19 knockouts, and an amazingly brilliant string of 19 1-1 in his last 21 bouts. He's making his 4th title defense here at the Great Western Forum tonight.
Andujar has this physical appearance of Andy Ganigan. Remember Andy Ganigan?
Oh, yes,
great
indeed.
champion.
Fought out of Hawaii, didn't he?
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. And he's rugged, just like Andy Ganigan. He's a tough kid. He knows the odds are against him coming to the Great Western Forum, fighting for the world title. So he's got to get busy.
Andujar is 24. He's ranked #9 among the world's bantams. A very busy first round for these 2. Some pretty good shots thrown, taken, and received by each man. Overhand right and a left to follow. And I tell you, Andujar stands right there to toe with the champion, Rabanales. These 2 guys really look as though they have something to do about 5 minutes from now, and it doesn't.
That's true.
Include fighting. Boy, are they in a hurry.
And there's already a trickle of blood coming from the left nostril of Andujar. So, like you said, they come out warring, and that defeats all the odds about, or everything that's said about the first 2 or 3 rounds of feeling out rounds. These guys don't want to feel nobody out. They want to get busy.
No question about it, and it's been a very busy round. We've got some distinguished judges working this fight tonight. Solid shots by Rabanales may have Andujar in a bit of trouble. He did a little head bobbing and weaving. Tell you, they are 2 tough guys. Andujar had Eddie Cook down 5 times, so you know he can punch.
I like Andujar's style. I mean, you can't take nothing away from him. He's coming to a foreign country. He's got to win. He knows that he has to dominate the fight to win it. So the odds are against him, as I said, and he's going to war. See Rabanales come off the canvas with that shot.
Yep. Oh, solid shot thrown by Andujar. Rabanales swings into a southpaw stance all of a sudden. A very busy, very active opening round between these 2. each looking like he wants to take the other out right now, and why not? Toe-to-toe. These two little guys at 118 pounds, and that's the end of round one. And they give each other a good little handshake, so to speak. Like to say to one another, hey, that's a pretty good round, baby. Not too bad. We're in the corner with Dio Andujar, and here's some of the action from round one. Smashing right hand and a good left follow-up thrown by Rabanales. Andujar takes them both, comes back with a couple of stinging shots of his own, bangs with a left, a solid right, a right hand that misses, and they were toe-to-toe for most of round one. We're over in the corner with Rabanales. Ruben, let's listen in if we can.
There's not much going on. Tommy, I didn't catch everything he said. He just wanted to know if he's listening to him. I guess he wanted to know if he's listening to the instructions he gave him, but we didn't catch him. They wanted to box a little more.
Round two getting set. Out they come, scheduled for 12.
Well, I'm curious to see if Rabanales is going to start fighting a different fight plan. He wanted to war with Andujar the first round and got nailed with the right uppercut. So that'll put a damper on a lot of things, Tommy.
Andujar starts with a couple of stiff jabs that gets the champion's attention. Rabanales making his fourth title defense. He's in the brightly colored trunks, blue, red. Andujar in the black velvet.
I think the key to this fight, Tommy, as far as Rabanales is concerned, is to wait out Andujar. Let him throw his punches and counter punch, because he is the quicker of the two. But if you're Andujar, you want to get in, throw your jab, throw your combinations, and get out.
Rabanales back to Andujar in his corner, sticking out that left hand, jabbing. Comes back with a solid right, driving Andujar back, who counters with a right of his own that drives Rabanales back. Rabanales looked like, aha, I got him in the corner now. I'm going to give him something to remember me by. And there he throws a right hand, and another left and a right. Wild right. Works to the body, and Andujar comes.
Oh, they just butted heads.
And we've got a headbutt, but yeah, there's a cut in the eyebrow over the right eye of Rabanales.
And I don't think Mr. Ortiz saw that. I think Rudy was in a different position to see the headbutt.
Well, Rabanales called Ortega's attention to it, and there's a trickle of blood now coming down from above the right eye of the champion.
I think Rudy Ortega would go to the judges and see if they saw the headbutt.
I'm sure they did, Ruben.
Yes.
Marty Denkin was telling me about headbutts in this championship fight. WBC rule: if after 3 rounds that was an unintentional one, if it should happen again in the same place, same spot, the man who causes it would be disqualified, and in this case, Rabanales would be the winner. If it goes past 3 rounds, and for some reason that cut causes the fight to stop, they will then go to the scorecards.
That's very interesting, because this happened. They only have 1 more round to go before they would have to go to the cards. And you know how important it is for a fighter, or how devastating it could be for a fighter that's suffering a cut of that magnitude.
Well, the cut is going to have to be of such proportion that the fight will be stopped. Then they'll go to the cards. Now, should Andujar cause a butt in the same place, same area, with his head, unintentional though it might be, the fight would go to Victor Rabanales.
I tell you what, now Victor's coming on strong.
Solid punches. There's a good left. Andujar trying to fight back. Rabanales seems to be the sharper of the two. A left, a right, a lot of blood.
Oh, he's going for broke now, Tom.
Well, that blood's trickling down. We're coming to the end of round. How that headbutt occurred. Watch as Andujar, we think right there is where it happened.
You're right, Tom. That's where it was.
And you had a pretty good look at the champion's corner as they worked feverishly to stem the flow. The cut is in the right eyebrow above.
There's 2 cuts, Tom. He's got one on the right and on the left eye, on the corners.
Well, the one on the right side was caused by a butt. The one on the left eye, that nick probably came from a pretty good punch. Rabanales, once the blood started to flow, and then secondly, when he realized it was his, Ruben,
yes.
I mean, he put on a show and had Andujar talking to himself, going back to his corner.
I'll tell you what, between rounds, I was talking to myself. He come off the canvas with those shots.
Andujar takes another solid shot from Rabanales. But this tough little Filipino, though he's showing some of the signs of wear here, and we're only into the third round, is a tough customer. He can punch and he can fight, and he likes to stay around for the duration. Good solid right by Rabanales.
Hello, that'll get your attention.
Indeed. Rabanales. I'll repeat myself about that headbutt, unintentional though it might have been. Should there be another one in the same spot, again unintentional, and should it then cause the fight to be stopped, why Rabanales would be the champion and continue to hold the bantamweight crown.
You know, Andujar's getting hit with those roundhouse shots from Rabanales. I don't understand why he's not getting inside. And Rabanales has that long reach, Tommy, that he's got some potential of knocking you out. He's got a lot of leverage.
Andujar swung around and was coming at you from the southpaw stance a moment ago. Prior to the fight, of course, the singing of all three anthems, that of the Philippines, Mexico, and, of course, the United States. So there are a lot of Filipino natives here, Filipino-Americans, to be sure, in the crowd, trying to cheer Andujar on. Rabanales pumping away. By far the busier of the two fighters, and by far the most accurate. At any rate, to continue that thought about the cut, should the fight go 3 rounds after the cut, and the cut occurred in the second round, and then the fight has to be stopped because of the flow of blood, they would go to the scorecard.
I can't believe how Andujar looks like Andy Ganigan, and I tell you, he's got the same type of fight style as Ganigan, so if he can fight anything like Ganigan, I'll tell you what, this is going to be a war.
Well, so far, you've gotten every indication that it's going to be.
Yes.
These two guys haven't had a quiet moment out there. They've been throwing punches in bunches, and though many are not landing, those that have really gained respect for each other. Rabanales back to his corner, Andujar back to his. We'll take a look at Rabanales as he sits down, and you can see as they work now on that just above the right eye in the eyelid. That was the headbutt and the cut that resulted from it. They're busy in that. The other one, the nick over the left eye, is a minor concern to his corner and his handlers.
You know, I don't know the logic in these on these rubber gloves. He's got the holes poked in them.
That is a pretty good sized gash over the eye. Here's another look, and that too might have
there you go.
been the cause of that.
That was the one.
That's the one that started the flow of blood. You know, you bring up an interesting point. He is, of course, wearing those gloves for all the obvious reasons, and yet he's got both fingers poked right through them, and
taking a shower in a raincoat. You know, makes zero sense to me.
Out they come for round 4. Rabanales, the champion, in the blue and red trunks. Andujar, the challenger, the man who would be king of the bantams, in black. They both came in at 118, yet Rabanales gives you the idea that he's a little bit bigger, longer reach, longer arms than Andujar. But I'll tell you, they'll both do in the tough category until somebody else comes along. Make no mistake about it. The judges handling this fight for the WBC, veteran arbiters, all of them, at ringside, Dick Young, Henry Elisporo, and a man we mentioned to you a little while ago, one of the great referees, Davey Pearl, in from Las Vegas.
Another headbutt. Another headbutt.
Another headbutt.
And it doesn't surprise me because of the styles of both fighters. They work inside very well and very frequently, so you're going to get that.
Left by Rabanales. Right to the body. Left jab by Rabanales. Andujar snaps out a left hand. A little longer range here now, and this the 4th round. It's scheduled for 12. Rabanales is an interesting study in boxing. A routine, ordinary, journeyman-type fighter. Suddenly he wins the title. And after just an ordinary career, he goes on a rampage, Ruben. 19 wins, a loss, and a draw in 21 fights. And he's been all over the world defending this crown.
I tell you, Tommy, when you become the world champion, that makes you a whole different fighter. Your fight you're a different fighter altogether. Your style is different. You're more poised. You're more your confidence is much bigger. It's a whole different story, and I can see it now.
Here in round 4, the champion Rabanales, Dio Andujar from Cebu City, in the Philippines. Boy, I tell you have to marvel at the shape these two little guys are in.
You know, these are the guys that deserve their $2 or $3 million a shot, don't you think?
Isn't that the truth? I mean, if you get a chance to see bantamweights, featherweights, lightweights, welterweights go for a title, when one's at stake, you're in for a treat. Because those guys just never back up.
I got a great friend of mine and yours. He's a perfect example.
Indeed.
Primo deserves $10 million a shot.
Round 4 coming to a close. We'll be back. 5th round, we'll take a quick look at the scoring of Ruben Castillo. 39-37. He's got Victor Rabanales, the champion, up by 2 points. Remember, 10 points for the winner of the round, a lesser number for the loser. Knockdowns generally 10-9. A couple of knockdowns, a decided advantage 10-8. Here we are with round number 5, and it's scheduled for 12. Rabanales,
the blood has
got blood coming now away from both eyes. That little nick over the corner of the left eye has turned into a major flow of blood. And the headbutt over the right eye has pretty well been taken care of. But that cut over the left eye, Ruben, it looks like it's going to be a major problem.
Well, you know, to tell you the truth, Tommy, it looks like it could be a growth on the side of his face that was cut open.
Interesting. It's up right in the corner of the left eyebrow. The headbutt occurred over the right eye and has pretty well been taken care of.
Oh, he just got nailed with a right hand, Tom.
Andujar looks as though he's gotten a little bit of a second wind here. He looks better right now than he has in the last couple of rounds. Andujar's in black. He, too, is not unmarked. He has pretty good pumping left hands thrown by Rabanales. Andujar's got a puffiness around and under both eyes. No shows of cuts or anything yet, but Rabanales peppering away at him with solid combinations. That could change drastically. Rabanales throwing that left hand out. Right hand, left hand, Rabanales scoring here. The champion making his 4th title defense, pumping away, and Andujar standing with him toe-to-toe. Throwing punches in return, but not landing that many. Again, blood now from above the right eye of the champion. So he's bleeding from cuts in the corners of both eyes. And now Ortega, taking a look at those 2 eyes, says it's okay. Let's get on with it.
I mean, I can't, you know, the courage by the champion, Rabanales. He's cut both. I mean, he's cut pretty bad, Tommy. And he's fighting away. I mean, it's unbelievable. And he's liable to win by knockout.
As he chases Andujar across the ring, pumping away with both hands. Andujar backed against the ropes. Good left hand. Andujar looks as though there's some blood coming from his nose. He's taken some solid shots from the champion here. This round started out looking pretty good for Andujar. Now Rabanales has come on strong.
Well, if you're Andujar, you want to bob and weave a little more. He's a little too erect for the long arms of Rabanales, and Rabanales has to go right at him. He has nothing to lose.
Andujar swinging into the southpaw stance. Ortega's going to have to get out of the way. Their heads bang together again, and there's the bell. And that's the end of the 5th round, and it's turned into a pretty bloody go here at the Great Western Forum. What a great fight tonight for the WBC Bantamweight crown. Let me remind our fans and viewers as you look at Victor Rabanales that next Monday, February 1st, why, you're going to see Jorge Paez in action here. We're over into Dio Andujar's corner. He's got a lot of swelling and a cut just under the right eye.
They're going to call timeout.
He's all tired, going. Use your leg now. Box. Okay, listen to me, okay?
Yeah, Jimmy Montoya. But I just want you to just take a look at it. That's right. Okay.
I wish we could go to Jimmy Montoya's corner.
Esta ya no tiene ningún problema, pero esa cuídesela. Ya vea más y tira por dentro. Le tiene reventada la boca y la nariz, pero no tira soppers.
That's Victor Rabanales. I could almost hear Jimmy from here. What was he saying, Ruben? Could you hear?
I couldn't, but he was in Andujar's face. He says, "Listen to me," and I don't know what he said, but whatever he said, I bet you the fight plan changes for Andujar.
12-round WBC Bantamweight title. We're getting into round number 6 here. Neither man has been down. A headbutt resulted in a cut above the right eye of Rabanales, the champion, and some boxing and some solid shots opened up a good right hand by Andujar and a left.
That's what he told him. Throw the right hand more.
Well, if that's what he told him, Andujar took his advice, and Rabanales comes back with some solid shots to the body.
You can't get better than Jimmy Montoya. This guy's had champions, many champions.
You know, that cut over the left eye that Rabanales has is the more worrisome of the two, Ruben. In fact, it's bleeding right now.
And that was not caused by the butt, am I correct?
You're absolutely correct. The champion throws a series. Left-right combinations, takes one, throws one, blood streaming down. Well, we anticipated that these two little guys would give you something to talk about, and such has been the case here, and we're in round 6, scheduled for 12 for the WBC Bantamweight Championship. Andujar's only 24, Rabanales 30. Andujar's gone to the southpaw style. You know, Ruben, as fine a champion as Rabanales is, and as tough a competitor, and as much as he's in shape, you never know at 30 just when the reflexes are going to go, do you?
You really don't, because he's in such great shape until you get him against a nice boxer. Then you'll know when the reflexes are a little bit shot.
And the best of fighters are the last ones to know.
That's
when
right.
They can't slip that punch, or when they've missed that big opportunity to throw the one that decides the fight. They are always the last to know.
Hell, I didn't see the punches until they was coming back, so that's when I knew it was time to step down.
These two have been busy. I mean, if you bought a ticket for this one tonight, count your blessings. You have seen a great fight so far. Rabanales, uppercuts, banging away at Andujar, who takes each and every one and still keeps coming back. Lands a right of his own, another right. And again, blood flows from the eye, and he rattles Rabanales with a shot. Right hand. He keeps sticking that right hand right into the jaw of Rabanales, and he had his legs and knees buckled for a moment. But Rabanales isn't champion just because somebody decided to give him the belt. Oh, he beat him, you better be busy.
He's a well-deserved champion.
Great right hand. Crowd on its feet roaring as these two are toe-to-toe. We'll be back with round 7 right after this. They're coming out for round 7 while you look back at a left and a right thrown by Andujar as he bothers the champion with some solid shots back in round number 6. These two guys have been exchanging blows like this since the opening bell. Nothing seems to change, and here we are in round 7. Andujar's in black in case you've just joined us. Rabanales in the beautiful blue trimmed in red trunks. Rabanales suffered a headbutt cut over the right eye that has not been that worrisome. It happened back in the 2nd round. But he has had a problem with a cut over the left eye. The result of some solid shots thrown by Andujar.
Just like that right hand that landed by Andujar. Tommy, you know, this, like we were saying, and I can't get enough of saying this, these two guys are just warring. They want to win the title. One wants to retain it, the other wants to capture it. And they deserve to be champions, both fighters.
Andujar, though he's only 24, Ruben, has already had 52 fights.
People don't realize the hard work and dedication it takes to perform this well tonight for you people.
He's ranked number 9 by the WBC, and of course, Rabanales is the champion. And that cut over the left eye continues to flow freely despite the good efforts of his cornermen. They pretty much handled the cut from the headbutt. over the right eye, but the one over the left eye just refuses to go along with the program. Both men, as we've watched them here, and we're looking on in round number 7, have from time to time switched from the orthodox to the southpaw style, back and forth.
Those both shots are on the eye.
Remember Zaragoza and Paul Banky, that great fight they had here? This is kind of reminiscent of it. Although not the same weight class, of course. But I'll tell you, boy, that cut over the left eye is an ugly thing. And blood continues to flow. But the Banky-Zaragoza fight, the first one where Banky won it, unbelievable goal here at the Great Western Forum. And this one has all of the earmarks of the same type of struggle. Two guys that didn't know how to take a backward step. All-out war.
And I was telling Paul, I mean, it's not against the rules to duck a couple of times, you know. Oh, I love him to death. What a great kid. What a great champion he was.
Seconds closing down round number 7. And we'll be back to see how the rest of it goes. Round 8 coming your way after we pause for this. Close. I think you're right on with that.
How do you have it, Tom?
Well, I've just been busy watching these two, and I really haven't scored it, but I've got it just about as close. I don't know who's ahead, but I would have to give the nod to the champion.
Yes.
So far along. But I am really so aware of the courage of these two men and their ability to take and throw a punch and their dedication to their profession. They are truly two great little fighters. And they're putting out a great show for a big crowd here at the Great Western Forum. I hope wherever you might be along the Prime Network line that you're enjoying it. I'll remind you that some big events coming your way, namely Jorge Paez in action right here at the Great Western Forum next Monday night, the Clown Prince. And then a pay-per-view fight scheduled out of the Las Vegas Hilton March the 13th. And that's going to feature Oscar De La Hoya, the gold medal winner from the Olympics in Barcelona. We're going to have the unification of the light flyweight title. Michael Carvajal against Humberto Chiquita Gonzalez, and that should be a day.
What a fight that's going to be.
Yep.
And we'll be there to call the fight, Tommy.
That's right. Looking forward to it. Al Bernstein will join us. It should be a great night. Lots of blood coming from that cut over the left eye. Continues to flow. And it has to be a bothersome, if not worrisome thing for the champion. In fact, he's got cuts over both eyes, one a headbutt, the other from blows. It hasn't stopped him from throwing punches, though, and he's been very busy. Andujar, equally busy. Andujar a little slower of hand and more of a counter puncher in this fight tonight, Ruben, than Rabanales. Rabanales seems to force the action. Andujar counter punches beautifully. When he does get off first, he's very effective. Good left hand. Both men have nice jabs, and they don't just throw one punch. They're not content with that. They're like wind-up toys, boy. They get after you. No reason throwing one when 2 or 3 will take you back to your corner talking to yourself.
I tell you what, neither one will get a Christmas card from each other next year.
Ooh, pretty good left hand by the champion. Large swelling under the right eye of Andujar. Sticks that jab out effectively. Coming to the closing seconds of round number 8. Rabanales, his face framed in blood, pouring down the cheeks from the corners of each eye as the bell brings us to the end of round number 8. And Rudy Ortega, the referee, goes over to see about the champion. Of concern are those cuts. Interestingly enough, they are well out in the corners of the eyebrows, eyelids, and they really have not affected his vision.
Right. See, it's not a problem so much. It looks a lot worse than what it is. But when they're in the eyelids, then, Tommy, that's when it's a problem.
They are a concern, of course. As we lead the champion, we'll go over to Dio Andujar.
You know what I told you? Get tired, rest a little, come back, boom, boom, boom. But I want a hard shot. throw it right here, the right hand. Don't throw it so high, okay? Listen to me, okay?
You know, those are orders from headquarters. And if there's anybody more, there's nobody more confident than Jimmy Montaya. This guy is the best.
All right, coming out for round 9. Rudy Ortega is the referee. The judges are Dick Young and Davey Pearl and Henry Autosporo. WBC sanctioned bout here for the WBC Bantamweight title as Victor Rabanales in blue is making his 4th title defense. Conditioning now as we get to the closing rounds here, 9, 10, 11, and 12, Ruben. I would suspect that both men, as we said in our pre-fight comments, are ready to go to war all night if it takes that.
Well, you know, this is the time that they catch their second win, Tommy, and this is when it's time to reach back in that bag. Jimmy Montaya told Andujar to throw a hard right hand right to the throat in case the champion ducks a little bit. But
yeah, he said you're throwing it too high.
That's right. Yeah. So he's missing the shot at the right hand quite a bit. So Jimmy says throw a little lower, and I haven't seen him land yet. He's still going to the same spot. But here's where you reach back.
And the champion is, of course, bobbing and weaving. He's not just that stationary target. He's moving, coming, going, throwing punches. Hitting him is one thing. Trying to keep from being hit yourself is a whole other ball of wax out there. And there's nothing easy about it.
You know, just remembering back some great fights, Tommy. A fight like this, I remember back of Albert Davila. Albert with ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, and they come with one hard shot. And if he lands, he's hurt you, and then he's back into the fight if he's behind. This is exactly what Andujar has to do. Just feel his shots, play patty cakes, and then land a one good hard shot. And if he lands it, he's back in the fight.
And again, blood continues to flow down the face of the champion, Victor Rabanales. He has cuts over both eyes. Fortunately for the champion, they are on the outer rims or eyebrows of each eye. They are not directly above the eye where they would flow into the eye and obscure his vision or hamper it. They are worrisome, of course, brushing away at him, trying to, it's a concern. Rudy Ortega gets into the picture, dances between them. The crowd wants to know why. These two guys haven't been in a clinch really all night long. They've been banging away, fighting with each other, and now for the first time, they fall into a clinch as the exertion, the energy, the tempo of this fight might be telling a bit on both men. We are in the 9th round. It is scheduled for 12, and they've been non-stop since the opening.
And it's ironic that it slowed down to the 9th round. I remember when I had to go 12, the 9th round is a round that we all picked to relax, to catch the second win, because there's nothing more important than catching the caps, catching the eyes of the judges to the 10th, 11th, or 12th.
Try to get your tank filled back up again, Robert.
Oh, yes. Go right to that self-service line.
But we're coming to the close of round number 9. They're still busy. Not quite as effective as in the past. We'll be back after this. Well, it's been a great fight up to this moment, and now round number 10. And we'll see just how much each has left as we get to the closing 3 rounds, scheduled for 12 now. The champion, Victor Rabanales, comes out. We've told you, perhaps repeating it too often, a headbutt in the 2nd round, open to cut over his right eye, has not been that big a problem for him, though blood has flowed copiously at times, but a cut over the left eye has really bothered the champion and continues to bleed despite the good efforts of his corner. Andujar is not that visibly marked, though is considerable puffing under each eye of the challenger from Cebu in the Philippines. Andujar in the black trunks, Rabanales in blue. Rabanales at 30, making his 4th title defense. Been a busy, crowd-pleasing champion. He's fought everywhere. We've had some awfully good fights here. Greg Richardson winning this title. Remember here at the Forum? A guy from Youngstown, Ohio, found that life began at, 35, 36, remember? Richardson, remember Greg Richardson?
Yes. I thought you were talking about a primo.
No.
Mancini.
Oh, pretty good right hand. A nice follow-up by Andujar, who caught the right and came back in response with a couple of shots of his own. Switches to the southpaw style. And the tempo has slowed a bit here in this, the 10th round. And why not? It has been non-stop since the opening bell, and one can only be amazed at just how long and how hard these two guys went at each other before taking kind of a brief letdown. Not that they are, but just compared to the first 7 or 8 rounds, they are coasting just a little bit. Again, blood flowing from the cut over the right eye now.
And you can't really blame them, Tommy. They've only been going toe-to-toe. I'd have coasted the last 5 rounds.
If given the opportunity, huh?
We call that cruising in my neighborhood.
Blood flowing over the right eye of Rabanales. Over the left eye as well, down each cheek. His face framed in crimson. Andujar. He's at 5'5". Rabanales at 5'4". Though Rabanales a bit more elongated, or so he appears to the naked eye. Appears to be taller, but Andujar with a good left, another left. Goes with the right hand. Rabanales comes storming back at him. Andujar banging away left. Left. Big exchange between these two. Action picks up as round comes to a close. They come out for round 11. Here's a look back at the solid right hand thrown by the champion in round 10 to close that round, and that came in response to a couple of solid shots landed by Dio Andujar. Here we go to the 11th. It's scheduled for 12.
I'm telling you, Tommy, I've got this fight very, very close.
It is
and
close.
It's interesting to see or to hear the people around ringside.
A couple of solid jabs by Andujar. Neither man has been down. It's been a great fight here at the Great Western Forum. A crowd pleaser, to be sure. Again, blood flowing down the cheek from the right eyebrow of Rabanales. Came as an accidental headbutt back in the 2nd round. But the other cut that opened the flow over the left eye was from a set of solid shots thrown by the challenger. Rabanales keeps sticking that left hand out, following it with combination shots to the body. Well, Rabanales' face is more often than not framed in crimson, while Andujar's face shows the effects of 10 grueling rounds. Both cheekbones puffed up, eyes narrowed, almost nothing more than slits as he battles away against the champion. Well, Ruben, you fought the greatest. We were talking earlier about your fight with Alexis Arguello and, of course, Julio Cesar Chavez, and you fought every great fighter in your division and weight class down through the years, and I tell you, you work all your life to get this title shot. And then just think of how grueling it is to take the crown off a guy's head. Huh?
Oh, it's unbelievable, and it's unbelievable to get the shot at the title. It's all happens in 12 rounds or less if you can capture it, or when you have to give it up. It's got to be the greatest feeling in the world to be in there to fight for that world title.
What a community, boxers. If you don't know any personally, you ought to make their acquaintance. They will battle everybody right to the wire in that ring. Coming out of it, for the most part, they're gentle, kind souls, really, not given over to things violent. They have great respect for one another. Because I think any fighter, prelim guy or main eventer, champion or would-be king, realizes the struggle and the conditioning and the pain and the years of working to get there.
That dedication is unbelievable.
Yeah. Round 11 coming to a close. There's the bell. One more to go. We'll stay here and check on our 2 contestants. The champion, of course, and the challenger. We go over to the corner where Victor Rabanales is face covered with a towel. You'll be watching them as they work on the 2 cuts now.
They wanted to jab more, throw more shots to the body.
He was concerned about inside his mouth. What's going on over here with Jimmy Montoya?
Go on distancia. Go on distancia. Last round. Come on.
Benny, last round, Benny.
Yes, sir.
Last round.
Hey, give me everything you got this round, damn it. You want to be a champion, you got to earn it. You got to go. Let's go. Let's go.
There's not a better motivator in the world like Jimmy Montoya.
Ruben's scorecard unofficially. As we go to the 12th round, we'll check and see how Ruben Castillo has it. 106-104, champion up by 2. But we were talking about Ruben Castillo a moment ago, about the dedication, hard work, hours in the gym, the road work, the pain, everything else. Montoya summed it up when he said, you want to be a champion, damn it, you got to go out.
That's absolutely right. Now, the guy, there's not a better motivator in the world than the Jimmy Montoya.
You could almost see the pain, the anguish, and all of everything else on the face of Dio Andujar as he closed his eyes and kind of grimaced a bit. And here we are in the 12th round. Rabanales, both men looking surprisingly fresh, considering the grueling moments they put each other through here tonight. Neither man has been down. Neither man will be able to go on What's My Line and fool the panel tomorrow.
Not at all. Not at all.
We told you when this fight started, we fully expect these two guys in magnificent condition would be able to go the distance. We are not surprised that we're into the 12th round, considering the skills these two men brought into the ring with them. We are truly impressed with their magnificent effort here tonight. I don't know who's going to win it. I don't know if Rabanales keeps his title. One would assume that if he hasn't been down, and if he is then the guy who throws most of the punches or starts most of the action, the judges would be inclined, I think, to give the champion his title back. Let him keep.
Well, you know, there's that old cliche, you have got to go beat the champion. And I disagree with that. I think the better fighter of the night should be the world champion. But Andujar has given 100%, and so has Rabanales. I think he's done enough to retain the title.
Well, we shall see what the judges feel about it. Rabanales lands a solid right hand. Big crowd here at the Great Western Forum. Certainly have enjoyed a great night of boxing. Next Monday along the... Oh, my! Now gets nailed with 2 or 3 shots. Rabanales stumbled about a bit, lost his footing, whether from a punch or just from throwing one and missing, I don't know. But it brought the crowd's attention, focused center ring here. Next Monday night, Jorge Paez will be in action. The Clown Prince of Boxing. He'll headline the card. And he, Oscar De La Hoya, and of course, Carvajal and Gonzalez for the unification of the light flyweight title, March 13th, pay-per-view out of the Las Vegas Open. I'll be there along with Al Bernstein and my ringside partner, Ruben Castillo.
Wow, I can't wait.
Rabanales finishing with a flurry, Ruben. A lot of blood coming down from his left eye. We'll be back to find out who the judges think won this one. What a great fight. Right now, we're going to pause for this important announcement. The crowd is on its feet and buzzing. Treated to a magnificent performance tonight by the champion, Victor Rabanales, the man who would be champion, Dio Andujar from the Philippines. 12 rounds, non-stop, wall-to-wall, ring-to-ring action. Ruben, it really was a great championship.
Oh, what a tremendous... And it's a feast for the people to watch a fight of this magnitude, and a fight that was displayed. I mean, 2 warriors, they went toe-to-toe with each other. I mean, you've got ex-fighters, like there's a heavyweight sitting across their rocks. He was going toe-to-toe with the fighters, and you watch him, and it's interesting to see all these people get into the fight the way that they do, Tom.
Jimmy Lennon collecting the cards from the 3 judges. He's got the decision. Let's go to the ring and Jimmy Lennon.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 championship rounds of boxing, we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Davy Pearl scores the bout 118-110. Henry Ellis Prue scores at 116-113. Dick Young scores about 117-111. All 3 in favor of the winner, and still champion Victor Rabanales.
All 3 judges saw it the same, a unanimous decision And he still is the Bantamweight champion, WBC, Victor Rabanales. He continues to rank as king of the Banties. We'll be back right after this.